Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. I hope that you guys are having a good day. Okay, so make sure that you guys, when you come into the chat, that you are subscribed to the platform. Once you've subscribed and liked the video, then the first 6 people that ask a question, I will answer the 6 questions today. Okay. All right. And so until that happens, I'm going to do a collective reading. All right, so make sure that you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching. The star just fell out. And the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this includes copywriting, shadow banning, and gatekeeping of my messages, and plagiarism. Okay, I'm loving this energy, you guys. The star, the first card, I vote yes. Look at that. As the star is the energy of Aquarius, but you don't have to be Aquarius. This could be talking about the new age of Aquarius. All right, we're going to get into the prayer. Okay, so I ask that the Most High God can be with us now. I also invoke and evoke the Holy Spirit. And I ask that the Holy Spirit and the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, would please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any type of way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on the earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Okay, so the energy of the star is Aquarius energy. But like I said, this could be talking about the new age of Aquarius. This could represent a new star stepping forward. I just heard A Star is Born, so there may be something significant about that movie. This is about inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. So there could be something in your life that you're having faith in right now. Wow, 6 of Earth, charity. Charity, generosity, and windfall. So there is a windfall coming to this star energy. You could be the star energy, or you could know somebody that is the star. The 2 of Earth, look at this. You guys are able to balance your priorities and you're still in a playful mood. I feel like you guys could be healing your inner child at this time. You're being generous and kind to yourselves. I'm also picking up on a lot of fun. Like people are having a lot of fun right now. Or you're about to have a lot of fun. The Queen of Air. Look at this. Brilliant, experienced, and humorous. You could find yourself laughing more, smiling more, being in the energy of humor more. And I love this. This also talks about you being funny and that being a star trait that you have. I think that people who are funny are very attractive. That's just very attractive to me. Because it shows intellectual depth of somebody's character to have humor. And like, there's a lot of people that are so freaking serious and they just need to lighten up, you know? The 6 of Fire, success, recognition, self-esteem. So this aligns with the star energy. Look at that. You being victorious. You guys are victorious at this time. This is beautiful. Success, recognition, and self-esteem. So your self-esteem could be growing at this time. You could be believing in yourself more. I'm loving that. The 10 of Air, endings, recovery, and freedom. So you could have been experiencing an ending that's brought about a state of freedom for you. For example, you could have left a job or been fired or let go from a job, and it's actually giving you the freedom that you have to express yourself and to do something new. That's just one example, though. Like, that's just an example I made up, but there could be any other type of ending. It could be a relationship that is ending. It could be a cycle that's ending. Okay, you are victorious. You are recovering from whatever this cycle had you in, and whatever this was that was, yeah, somebody was just saying shut up or stop. Somebody wants you to stop. They want you to shut up. They don't want you to spread the gospel. This is like your own gospel. Like they don't want you to tap into that high priestess energy, and they definitely don't want you using that to help anybody. Wow. Low vibrational. That's crazy. Okay, Damini, go ahead and ask your question. King of Water, compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. Like I said, you guys are very compassionate, wise beings. You're also very kind, intellectual, and very deep. So yeah, send your question to Mini when you have a moment. And make sure that you like the video. The Chariot popped out. So that's quick moving. Okay. I don't know if I'm hopefully I'm not butchering this name, but Briefke. I don't know if he's going to contact you. I don't have a good feeling like that. Yeah, well, you're definitely, like I said, you're definitely connected to him. So it's like you're picking up on the energy. Just very, very, oh, correct. Thank you. Yeah, very, very accurate on your, and because you share a cord with him, this is why people talk about cutting cords. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you want to know about his thoughts and intentions. Yeah. I mean, what I'm getting is that I've always felt this like very fiery, passionate, burning energy between you two. That's something that's hard to, it's hard to suppress. I mean, I'm literally feeling like burning in my chest. So, yeah, and no replies. Yeah, so can't count on him. No, I don't think that he wants to be involved. I feel like, yeah, I don't feel like he wants to be involved. And I also feel like he's not, it's not that he's a bad person, but it's just like, he's not somebody that you can always rely on. He flakes. So, yeah. So praying for this person. I want to see, I know that we always use a twin flame deck, but it's just seriously one of the best love decks. And let's just check the energy, because I do feel like, okay, what you're picking up on is true. He is becoming more dissatisfied with whoever he's with, right? Yeah, there is a burning passion. He's becoming more dissatisfied. So this man is so confused. That's why praying for him is going to be the best thing. Like literally. Okay. 6 of Cups. Look at this. Nostalgia. This is what his energy is in. The 6 of Cups is somebody that's like, that doesn't mean that you guys knew each other when you were children, but it does mean nostalgic energy, like looking into the past moments and sentiment. So he is looking into the past right now. And this water, I'm feeling a lot of water. I'm feeling a lot of water surrounding this situation, almost like it's in the womb or it's incubating. I know that sounds weird, but it'll mean something to you. But yeah, these memories and past sentiment, this is the energy that he's in. Wow, he has such powerful energy. Like I'm not even reading his energy. I'm reading your energy, and he's showing up in your energy. You are a water sign. Okay, that definitely makes sense. Okay, so this 7 of Wands, he feels like he's having to defend himself and stick his ground towards somebody, which is strange. Okay, Nettie P, after I'm done reading for Damini, I will answer your question. Now, the 5 of Swords just fell out. So like I was saying, you could be picking up on his energy. Maybe he is having an argument or conflict with this person that he was talking to or seeing. And I do get that there's a lot of conflict. It's like a storm is about to happen for this person. but it's not a negative storm, because sometimes when you have aggression and disputes, look at this, what just fell out. The Two of Cups. He's fighting with his own self. Like, this is somebody that's fighting their own shadow. This talks about soulmates and unity, close bond, and a spiritual connection. But there being a lot of bullying and stress. Also, he could be getting bullied by his family members. I specifically pick up that he's got a couple different members of his family that are very toxic. Like, in general, they basically want to control what this person does and who they're with, because it's part of their culture. Which I understand that, but the way God's looking at it is a bit different than the way his parents are looking at it, if that makes sense. Yes, you are feeling he is so dissatisfied. That's what the card's showing. That's what I'm picking up on. That you're definitely, it's this moon. Like I said, there's a lot of illusions right now with him. He's very confused, and a lot of confusion and uncertainty. He feels like he's having to hide a secret, which we know what that feels like. To have to be in the closet about anything would be horrible. And so this is like a lifestyle. It's an opinion. It's a point of view. It's all of those things. But it's basically, he's still trying to hide this stuff from his family. And I feel like he does have families that will fight with him and bully him. Yeah, throat chakra issues for sure. For sure. But I'm definitely picking up on a crown chakra issue. I feel like they're basically lowering his frequency, and it's because of the way that he feels. Like, he doesn't feel, this Two of Cups energy is your energy. He doesn't feel that Two of Cups way with this person that he's with, and so it's bothering him a lot. And so he may be projecting his energy. You could be picking up, he could be picking up on his energy so powerfully because he's projecting it. And I am picking up that he's not sleeping very well. Like, getting maybe 2 to 3 hours of sleep. He's staying up when the moon is up, and he's thinking about this Two of Cups love offer that he rejected because of his family, basically. And then when I look at the Six of Cups, like these two children like this, how this one's got its arm around the other one. You know what that makes me think of? That makes me think of an arranged marriage. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. I was like, what happened? The chat disconnected me. I didn't even know that was possible to happen. But yeah, this also reminds me of an arranged marriage. Bizarre, right? I definitely am praying for you guys. The Six of Swords, leaving. So yeah, he wants to leave behind this relationship that he's in right now, because it's not satisfying to him. So that's basically, he's unsatisfied is what I'm picking up on. And then it talks about moving forward and distance ahead. He wants to leave having to please his family behind. And this is like inevitable for him to go through an awakening and to just come out and be who he is. And just it's not even to say that marriage can't happen, but it's like he is getting a lot of bullying and aggression and pressure. I feel this weight on the crown chakra, like something is trying to weigh him down. I don't know what that is. But yes, he acts as a real man. Yeah, being himself, who he is, right? When you're authentically yourself, God loves that. Okay? It's like only mankind that made up a bunch of different rules that God doesn't necessarily see eye to eye. I feel like he's in the Nine of Swords, which means he's up all night. He's stressing out in anxiety and depression. So you could be waking up and feeling his presence or his energy. It's definitely female energy that's bullying him. It feels like his mom, and then his dad joins in every once in a while, but it's mainly his mother. Yeah. So it's like anxiety and depression, breaking point, and negativity. He's entering into a breaking point where he's going to snap and be like, okay, you know what? Nothing is ever good enough for you people. And when you're dealing with parents who are very prideful, and I do feel like his parents are very prideful people. pride is one of the most deadliest sins because, well, it causes you to act very arrogantly. And when you act arrogantly and hubris, then basically people will take you out for that. So it's like the pride that goes before the fall. His parents are very prideful. Look at that. The 9 of Cups dancing on my fingers. Wishes fulfilled, contentment and pleasure. So like you know how the pendulum swings. It'll be in one direction where he'll be in suffering. You're picking up on his energy right now because he is suffering. You're empathically connected to him and you have a heart cord with him. And there's something, like I said, whatever the womb energy was, that'll mean something specific to you. But this 9 of Cups is about the wishes being fulfilled. And basically when that pendulum swings in one direction, it'll then swing back in the other direction. And this is coming into wish fulfillment. So he's in the dark. This looks like a dark night of the soul. And he's also going through a spiritual awakening right now. So, just keep faith that your wishes will be fulfilled, and also keep yourself open because, like I said, putting all of your cups into one basket until this person messages you back and gets the courage to be themselves. I don't want you to wait for them. I want you to still see other people, still have relationships with people, still, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't shut yourself up. It's like when people commit all of their energy to one situation, which is great when you're married. It's great when you're with that person. But while you're not with them, commit all of your energy to yourself because that's going to help you the most. It's also going to help you draw in somebody that could be even more compatible. You know what I mean? Because we have different levels of soulmates and twin flame contracts. So yeah, exactly. I think that it's inevitable that he's going to embrace the truth at some point. And so, you'll still be there when he does, but still don't keep yourself from having pleasure and having a good time just because he's not having a good time, if that makes sense. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go to the next question. Thank you, Damini. And this was about Nettie P, about will I find an affordable apartment within the next 3 months? Okay. So let me look at the situation. Okay, awesome. Yeah. I'm picking up on 3 different apartments that you're either going to apply to or okay. So have you applied to housing? You know how they have discounted housing, but you get on a waiting list and it takes years. You might want to think about doing that. Just so that in the future, if you know how the market jumped and all of a sudden rent went from being like 700 or 900 to being like 2,000, you are on the list. Then this absolutely resonates. Okay. So I'm getting that housing may end up coming through for you, but I do get that you'll get an apartment and then housing will come through for you. And maybe it'll be that apartment that you get the housing will transfer over. Okay. Is she going to have to move? Is this a move that I'm picking up on? You are going to move. But yeah, it may be that, yeah. Good, Damini. I'm glad. Okay. And also, you're very welcome, Damini. I always love reading for you. You've got beautiful energy. So Nettie P, absolutely, you're going to get accepted somewhere. The thing is that I'm picking up on 3 different places, and I'm picking up on one of these places not being a good option. And it has to do with, like, if you get into this one apartment and they want you to sign a lease that, like, let's say the lease is for like a year. Okay. Then if you were to get accepted into housing in 7 months from now, then you would have to break that lease and it would do something to your credit. And that's what I'm getting, is that it's more of a situation like that. Because when you get offered the housing, you have to jump on it. You can't just you have to immediately take action. And so, thank you, Damini. I appreciate you as well. But yeah, you have to act when they say, okay, we've got a place for you, you've got to take action like immediately. And so that's what I'm picking up, is that if they're wanting you to sign like a year lease, I'm getting, you may want to look for an apartment that wants a 6-month lease or even monthly, right? Because when you get accepted into housing, and I do get it's going to be more than 3 months, but it may be about 7 months in, from now. When you do get accepted into it, you don't want to have to break a lease. Yeah, these closed doors, there may be closed doors that end up closing in your face, and this is for a reason. It says that whatever this current circumstance is that you're experiencing, this is coming to an end. You are going to start all over again. So yeah, I do pick up on a move. But what you want to stay away from is signing any type of lease. Also, if you have pets, okay, so there may be a place that accepts pets, or you may be guided to get an emotional support animal, or maybe you love animals. I'm getting that there are some things in your house now that have bad energy on them, and I'm not for sure what specifically they are. I think they're things that have been passed down to you. I would smoke cleanse your house, or maybe think about some of these objects that make you feel weird, maybe not taking them to the new place, because I am getting that there is something in your immediate area around you. Maybe it's another person, maybe it's somebody that's on a neighbor, like on another door. I don't know, but there is a weird energy, and it's in your home and it's around your home. And I'm wondering, maybe it could be the land that you're living on. But it's definitely tied. There's something tied to some objects that you have that do not take these things. And I'm seeing I'm seeing a plate that looks like china. Like it resembles my grandmother's china. That's really old. It has like little blue flower designs on it. So I'm seeing something like that. You may not even realize that you have this. Okay, so there's a plate and an item or clothing, something in your clothing that needs to be cleared out. So yeah, I would get rid of these items. I would just go through I would go through your house, and all the stuff that's been hand me down, or if you've got it from a thrift store, I would definitely reevaluate if you want to keep this stuff and cleanse it. Right? Anytime you get anything from any type of store where it's been used, or even Walmart, I would just cleanse everything that you bring into your house and pray over it. Okay. Definitely cleaning up that energy is going to be vital. That's super important, because when you have it around you all the time, it affects your energy level. Okay. This is about you doing spiritual work. So yeah, you're going to heal whatever this energy, it's literally been the energy of poverty that's been following you for a minute. And this is not your energy. Like, you're not a impoverished person, but it's something that's either around you, a person, a place, a thing, an object around you, Nettie, that's trying to basically put you in poverty. But if you do the spiritual work, open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart, you are a light worker. If you do the spiritual work and you start working on yourself, you start working with crystals, you start praying, meditating, whatever it is that you feel drawn to, playing the drum. I just heard drumming, all that stuff. Doing the shadow work and doing the spiritual work of why somebody keeps trying to put you in poverty. What is that about? This is something or a person around you. So if you can get this person out of your energy, I would definitely say that that's going to be the best thing, because you don't want to go into a new situation carrying this old energy with you. And that's why getting rid of some of these items that have funky energy on them, or they just maybe were attached to somebody that was very toxic, or whatever the situation was. I mean, you got to be really careful with cursed items, because cursed items could have taken out your grandma. You know what I mean? Especially if she died of suspicious, weird, just like, all people pass away. But I'm telling you, anytime you even get a cold, if you get affected by anything, that is something to look at. Okay. Don't ever just be like, oh, it's just, I just contracted a flu. No, somebody sent some shit. It's usually always that. Or you're attracting something because of the law of attraction. So, okay. So basically, how to answer your question is to say, yes, you are going to find a place, but don't sign the lease with anybody that's going to be, I would do like monthly or 6 months, because I'm picking up that there may be a shift in the 7th month, and you're going to have housing that's taken care of and paid for you. So then you're going to need to move on that when they give you a place, and this place is going to be better even than the place that you move. I would straight up just get out of the city that you're in. There's something bad about it. I don't know why. It's like, just feels like closed door after closed door after closed door in your environment. So if I were you, I would change cities. Yeah, it's affecting your fertility and your ability to grow. So this is what I think that is going to help with your abundance, and it's going to help you feel like you have more. Okay. Because when you're feeling like, it says it's time to think about family, life, and children. Don't sacrifice family for career. This could be telling you that, yeah, this is time to think about your public face. So somebody wants to stop this from coming into fruition. Maybe you have a platform. Maybe you're going to create a platform. Maybe that's going to be one of the things that helps you get out of this energy of poverty. Okay. But whatever it is that you end up doing, I'm seeing like somebody that cooks, like, makes, different pastries and stuff like that. You may find that you are really drawn to do something, and you may just start live streaming and doing it. Or this could even be spiritual work. You create a healing spiritual, platform that you use your voice and you use your ability to connect with others, and you use your public face to help other people heal. And so I'm really picking up on, donations coming in. I'm picking up on you starting something, and then that's going to be the thing that gets you out of, because you got somebody or something around you that's trying to make you be in poverty. It wants to keep you in a cycle that's not natural. And so God is saying, you have bright ideas. It's time to bring that into fruition. And again, the places that you apply to, you may get accepted to 3 places, but one of them is going to be a bad option because they're going to want you to sign a contract. And then make sure that if you've got pets or children, then obviously they're going to be okay with that. And you want to go through the house before the apartment before you go in, and you want to just make sure that everything is right and it's working. Like, you don't want to move into a place and then feel like, crap, well, I just moved into this housing, but this is not working and this is not working. Before you move in, make sure that everything in the place works. Okay. Because you may move into a place and stay there for 7 months. And if you could just be on the lease for monthly, that would be the best thing, right? That way. And you need to make sure that you tell whoever it is that you end up renting from that you are on the list. Nettie, this is very important. You need to tell them that you are on the list. And so that is why you're not wanting to sign a lease that's for a year, because if you get accepted into housing, then you're going to need to move. Okay. So yeah, if you communicate that, I mean, this is going to work out beautifully. Okay. So that was the second question. So we're going to go to the third. Okay, Shaman Maria, I will look at that and see why okay. So first of all, you're a medium. Now I'm going to be one that will tell you that even though like we watch Teresa the Medium on TV and shit like that, and it's always beautiful messages that come through, deceased people don't always say nice shit. Okay, you're welcome. You have a beautiful day as well. Yeah, deceased people, when you come across them, like, especially for me, some people don't say nice things, right? When they were alive and when they're not alive. But this energy that keeps literally talking shit to you, this is something that, I feel like that you're picking up on something that's telepathically happening. I don't feel that there's a being around you that's in your immediate area, I feel like it's something telepathically sending whatever hate speech it is. So there's something going on with needing to heal from the way that we talk to ourselves. But yeah, this thing is not around you. There's a bunch of them. Yes, telepathically. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do pick that up very, very strongly. I feel like, what do these beings want from you? Oh, they want you to stop talking about something. So maybe, are you talking about healing? Because if you're talking about healing, these beings don't want people to heal. Like, I don't mean to laugh at them, but that's pretty unrealistic. People are going to go through a healing process, the majority of them. I don't know why they're acting like this, but I do get a very mischievous energy. Like, these beings are mischievous. I don't consider them to be evil, but I do consider them to be tricksters. Like, they'll say something to you. They'll basically put a lot of, yeah, okay, you're talking about healing daily as a shaman. Okay, so that's what it is. They want you to stop doing that because you're healing people, and these beings basically mind control a lot of people on the planet. And so as you go about healing other people, it attracts in, well, and your gifts are also expanding at this time, literally expanding. Yeah. So there may be somebody in around you that had this presence with them, and it was influencing this person to talk shit to you. And now this person's not around you. So these beings are basically telepathically just talking shit to you. So it is somebody that you used to be connected to, or used to consider them a friend. Yeah, you're very virtuous. So they're attacking the throat chakra the most. That's what I'm picking up on. These beings are fucking stupid. So yeah, I would pray Psalm 91 against all known, unknown, seen and unseen enemies, and ask God, just like, God, if there is anyone in my life that, or in my environment around me, that doesn't mean me good, please make that known to me, and spirit will show you. You know that. Ow, I've got like a little cut on my finger. Huh. How did I do that? Well, anyways, you may be waking up with cuts and bruises. That's this energy that's literally trying to penetrate your aura. But you being a virtuous person and you knowing when to cut people off, I get that, you have an Ace of Swords of protection here. So calling on your angels, and because you're connected to Archangel Gabriel, I would just Gabriel's the one that plays the trumpet on Judgment Day. So I would ask Gabriel to call judgment on these reptilian ass beings, because that's what they are. They're like the mean reptiles from space. They're doing this from space. They're not even on the planet. That's why I'm saying it's a telepathy attack. And they're basically banking, because you're an Empress energy. You're also in good fortune. Like, this is your current energy. It is reading good fortune, and it's reading Empress. So you're healing, you're helping other people heals. And also this is going to bring in a fortune for you. These beings don't want the light workers to spread the light on the planet, because their agenda is to suppress, is to feed off of fear. If these beings would stop feeding off of fear, yeah, there are some in space. Yeah, for sure. If they would stop, why don't these beings feed off of love? Love is so much more powerful. I mean, well, first of all, these reptiles feed off of fear. I don't know if they definitely intentionally do this shit. They like try to cause traumas to occur. Debauchery. These are the type of reptilians that they're negative for almost everybody on the planet. I may be one of the exceptions, because they don't mess with me, but yeah, they will abduct people, take them into space, and then like hunt them, like put them in an arena, kind of like the Hunger Games, and then straight up hunt them. They also torture people for fun. Like that's what they like to do. They just enjoy that. So, anyways, yeah. So basically, you've had a lifetime where you've been connected to the Pleiadians, which are enemies to this type of reptilian. It's a specific type of reptilian. I just heard Draco, the tower. They're basically working together to send the evil eye to you. That's all this is. It's like evil eye coming from space, which is weird, but you know. And who knows, like there could be astrological bodies that have reptilians on them. But I'm picking up on a group. This is a group, you know, maybe of 50 of them, or 55 is what I just heard. That number may be also very significant to you at this time. If you're seeing 555 on the clock, that's a message about these beings. Like God is about to freaking slap these. I want to say slap them, but God is about to shut this shit down. I'm not kidding. They're going to have to bring a truce to you. And they may end up having to, they need to apologize. Of course, not in person, but they need to apologize because they're really hating on a light worker that is connected to God, that's chosen, that is the sun. And you know, even reptiles need this. Like they don't even heat their own systems. Like their body doesn't regulate their temperature. They have to have the sun. So that's, you know, this is an inevitability. You being the sun, it's just about you healing people that these beings don't like. That's all this is about. They're like, damn, you healed that person of a curse. Now we can't mess with that bloodline. That's literally what these reptilians are upset about. So this could have to do with the Codex Gigas. There was a page missing in the Codex Gigas, which is also called the Devil's Bible. You'll definitely want to Google search it and watch a video about it. Anyways, it's a Bible that has a great legend about it. It's about this big. I mean, the thing is freaking huge. Everywhere that it goes, it causes destruction. I forget where it is right now, but they've got it under like lock and key. Anyways, there's a page inside that's missing that was an alchemical magical formula on how to breed in the reptilians into the human race, so that basically the families that are chosen to become president, or the people that are president, that they're able to be a reptile or reptilian can hijack that person's consciousness because they're an ancestor or some shit like that. Like it's some weird shit. But basically then they can be the driving force behind that leader, and then they control the world. That's what the missing page does from the Codex Gigas. It's that ritual. And so I'm literally picking up on that type of energy of like you healing somebody's bloodline from this reptilian attack, and then boom. Yeah, Prince of Disc. You could have been healing a masculine energy. You could have been helping somebody heal with money problems and financial problems, which again, these reptiles just want to keep everybody in the reptilian brain. And they are jealous that we have another part of the brain we can function from that's not reptilian. So that's also very bizarre. But you know, God made everything perfectly the way it is. Indolence. Okay, so these beings cannot procreate. They're also very lazy. I'm not trying to be rude, but like, that's what I'm picking up on. They're very lazy. They don't want to have to work for anything. They want humans to do everything. And then they want to just harvest off of the humans. And you're basically healing people from that harvesting, and they're not liking it. But they're going to have to sit down and take a seat, son, because now God's gotten involved. Yeah, and this is affecting your happiness because, you know, having a group of reptilians who communicate mostly in the higher realms telepathically, they're basically sending the evil eye in an attack to you, and you are the eye of Ra. You are the sun. They just don't want Yeah, and these beings, God is removing them from power. I'm not kidding. God is literally right now, I feel them having a great fall. They're being removed from whatever power they were having. They're going to be very disappointed with not, these beings want to control people's minds, like mind control. They also have made agreements with like whatever government agencies to have a certain amount of humans that they can experiment on or do things to, which is not cool, but that is of the past. God's like, no, receptive to their energy, right? Like they want to basically alter our DNA to make us more like them and make us function from fight and flight response, basically. The Prince of Cups, yeah, for sure. You could have helped somebody definitely heal from abundance issues. But these beings are attached to that. So they're attached to somebody that you healed. And then they're also, since they've been watching you, because you healed this person, they see that you're healing the world. And that is a problem for them. You're completing a cycle, completion. They see that as a big issue. But I see it just as you completing a cycle with them. These beings, wow. So my connection is now stable. These beings, okay, it went away. Thank you, God. They want to live a life of luxury. They want a life of luxury. Isn't that crazy? They're in space, though. So as them not being on this planet right this second, I don't consider them to really be a threat. Also, God is stopping this entire thing swiftly. Swiftness. I mean, they could travel here, but they don't want to enter the wrath of God, so they're going to leave you alone. What I would do, Shaman Maria, is I would do a cleanse and messages. Ooh, the connection again to come through and to me. Okay, there, it went away. Wow, I only allow positive in. That's what I would be affirming. And I only create positive communication. I only allow that which is wanted and desired in. Yeah, they're upset because they can't have dominion. Not over the internet, not over the AI, not over anything. They've lost power. So, naturally, it would be normal to heal that people from, yes, yeah, continue to cleanse and then say that you only allow positive in. Yeah, and by doing that, I mean, it'll put up another layer of protection, and then just pray to be protected from all seen and unseen, known and unknown forces that would seek to manipulate or control you in any type of way, or feed off of you, or send the evil eye. I mean, you can continue to reaffirm that you choose God. Things they consider gods, but they're not. Like if they came to this planet right, they were God. So, yeah, but you're fine. You're gonna be okay. Just cleanse, rest, and all that good stuff. Okay, we're gonna go to the next question. See money deck. Okay, I guess we're back. All right, it's happening. Okay, so basically spiritual work. Okay, you may end up finding a career that better suits you because it's more aligned with spiritual work. But I'm also getting that you're a very loyal person to whoever your employer is. It talks about true friendship and loyalty are among the most important values. Be loyal to your friends. Okay. So this is telling you to save money. You always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. You may fit all of the things that are requirements. Oh my gosh, with the flipping thing. Okay. It doesn't fit all of your needs and requirements. And so you may end up having a need or something like that. And there may be another job offer that comes in. So it's saying to do the spiritual work on yourself. Yeah, you may end up starting something that is home based. So yeah, you may want to put something away. Just continue to save money and build on that. Because I don't feel like this is the perfect career path for you. Yeah, and this is what I'm picking up. There may be an ending, and I don't want to say that to you, but this job may not fit perfectly for you. So it says the cycle is over. It's time that you make a change, rebirth. Okay. So yeah. So whatever you're feeling, you're definitely, your intuition is on fire. You're picking up that this may not be the perfect position. Love affair. Beware of love affairs at work. They rarely end well. So there's always that to look out for. Says don't lose your mind. Yeah, because you don't want to have a love affair with anybody that you work with unless you basically live with them. So this public face just flew out. You may end up starting a platform. You may end up building on healing. Whatever this is, when it ends, it may give you the inspiration. It says follow your heart and become who you want to be, earn a reputation. So you may end up ability. Okay, because you have to be there to take care of yourself. Wow. Like, I rebuke that. Disconnecting, the messing with my internet. I rebuke that. Return that to sender. Okay. I don't know why something's trying to interrupt me and interrupt you from receiving this guidance. Surprise. The element of surprise. Somebody's like trying to send a sneak attack. It says an unexpected turn can bring about positive change. So this is what I'm saying. Be ready for change. Just be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. So it's talking twice now about savings. So I would say that that's kind of a warning when you have resources come out twice. So whatever this worry and fear is that you have surrounding work, when you're in the right type of work, you're not going to feel that way. So basically, continue to follow your heart. Authority, you may be in a position of authority coming up in the very near future here, especially if you take another offer or you start something that's home-based or you continue to work that way. New beginning. Exactly. New beginning. This is beautiful. So yeah, you will start a new job and life, clean sweep over, hit the reset button. So there's nothing that you need to do. The resources just came up again. There's nothing that you need to do. Just continue to be at the job that you're at, but know that if you get in a love affair, it's going to ruin your workspace. Okay. Also, there may be an ending that occurs. This is not a negative ending. Stop looking at endings and change as something to fear. Be the nature of ending cycles, if that makes sense. Okay. So, all right, you guys. I think that's all I'm going to do. If you could do is like the video. That would really, really help. I'm kind of getting like 6 months that you'll be in this job and then you may find another job. Like it could be a friend that like offers you the job. But yeah, you guys get the likes up, please. It's like I've read for like 4 or 5 people and there's only 2 likes on the video. You guys can do it. It's just 1 click away. I just gave you guys a free reading. Okay. So yeah, I will stop doing this if you guys can't like the video. It's like a very simple thing to ask. And I don't want to get okay, whoever the hell this is, the fuck away. Okay. Anyways, sorry, there was a weirdo in the chat. Okay. Thank you guys so much. All right. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Peace be with you. Bye. You're welcome.